Polynomials multiplication. That's our topic for today's class. But before we dive into this topic, I want to touch base on the classification of polynomials based on the number of terms. So, based on the number of terms, polynomials are classified as monomials, uh, binomials, trinomials, and then a more general term is polynomial. Now, what do these terms mean? Monomial means an expression or a polynomial with one term, just one term. So, for example, 3x, negative 5y square, or even a constant like negative 8. They're all single terms. So these all are the monomials. When I say binomials, means a polynomial expression with two terms, and terms are separated by plus or minus sign. So for example, if I write, okay, so this is two terms. And for example, if I write x plus 2y, there are two terms, x and 2y, and they are separated by plus sign. So this whole is a binomial. 3y square minus 6. Even this is a binomial because I have one term as 3y square and my another term is, excuse me, my another term is 6, separated by minus sign. Trinomial, a polynomial with three terms. So let's write any three terms. For example, x square plus 3x minus 2. It's a trinomial. There are three terms, x square, 3x, 2, separated by plus and minus sign. And then any expression when there are four or more than four terms. So for one term, two terms, three terms, I have the names monomial, binomial, trinomial. But if an expression is there which has four terms or more than four terms, we call it as a polynomial. That's a general name. So if I have an expression like this, x cubed plus 2x square minus 3x plus 6, it has four terms. So this will be my polynomial. Now let's get into our actual topic for today's class. That's multiplying polynomials. So when I'm saying multiplying polynomials means we are multiplying trinomial with monomial, binomial with trinomial, or in any other way. Basically, we are multiplying all kinds of polynomials. So let's take our first example. 2a plus 7 multiplied by a square plus 9a minus 2. If you see here carefully, this is a binomial. There are two terms, 2a, 7. And then this bracket is a trinomial. There are three terms, a square, 9a, and negative 2. So what we are doing in this particular question, we are multiplying binomial with a trinomial. It's very simple. All you have to do is to distribute the terms of binomial or distribute the terms of first parenthesis with all the terms of the second parenthesis. In other words, you have to multiply the terms of first bracket with all the terms of the second bracket, and for that we are going to use distributive property. So let's write it. So the first term of the first bracket is 2a. This 2a will be multiplied with the second bracket, a square plus 9a minus 2. The second term of the first bracket is plus 7. So write here plus 7, and then we will multiply it again with the second bracket. That's it. So the terms of the first bracket distributes or gets multiplied with the second bracket. Now, what is this? This is nothing but the distributive property. So 2a will be multiplied with a square. So 2a times a square plus 2a will be multiplied by 9a. So 2a multiplied by 9a, and then 2a will be multiplied by this negative 2. So plus 2a multiplied by negative 2. So we are done with this first part. Let's come to the second part. Plus 7 multiply with all the terms. So 7 multiplied by a square plus 7 multiplied by 9a plus 7 multiplied by minus 2. At this point of time, when we are learning it, when we are a beginner and we are learning how to multiply the polynomials, you can write this step like multiplying this outer term with all the terms inside the parenthesis, like using distributive property. But once, I'm sorry, but once you become expert, once you're a pro in that, even if you do not write this step, it's all good. So you can multiply them directly. So 2a times a square, this is a square and this is a to the exponent 1. And you know that when there are same bases, they are being multiplied. So the exponent gets added. So it's 2a 3, 1 plus 2, 3, plus 2 times 9, 18, a to the exponent 1, a to the exponent 1, and it will give me a square, plus 2a times negative 2 is negative 4a. Next, plus 7 times a square is 7a square. 7 times 9 is 63a. 7 times negative 2 is negative 40. So we are done with the multiplication. Now what is left? To combine all the like terms and to simplify this expression. So do we have any a cube term? No, we do not have any a cube term. So this will be like this. Do we have any a square terms? Yes, 18a square, 7a square. So let's deal with that. So 18 plus 7 is 25a square. How many terms of a variable? Negative 4a plus 63a. So 63 minus 4, and my answer is 59a. Any term left? Yes, this negative 14 is left because I do not have any other constant. So this is negative 14 and that's our answer. Let's take our next question. Now, what are these two polynomials? Binomials, trinomials, or what? Let's see. One term, two term, three term. So this is a trinomial. One term, two term, three term. So this is again a trinomial. So what are we doing? We are multiplying trinomial with trinomial. The rule remains the same. Take the terms of the first bracket and multiply it with all the terms of the second bracket. So let's start writing 3m square multiplying with the second bracket. So 2m square minus 6m plus 5. We took this. Now it's 4m. 4m times 2m square minus 6m plus 5. The last one is negative 2 multiplied by the second bracket plus 5. And now what is it? Nothing but the distributive property. So one by one, we are going to multiply this outer term with all the terms inside the brackets. So let's start writing it. 3 times 2, 6, m, 2 plus 2, 4. The exponents get added. 3 times, now I'm multiplying this. 3 times minus 6, minus 18. M square and m to the exponent 1. Will it be m3? Yes, minus 18 m3, m cube. Then you multiply 3m square with 5, and that will give me 15m square. So we are done with the first thing. Let's come to the second part. 4m multiplied by 2m square. 4 times 2, 8. M is exponent 1. So m to the exponent 1, m to the exponent 2 will give me m to the exponent 3. Minus, multiply this with this. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24 and m square, because here I have 1 and here also I have 1. Okay, let's do this again. All right. And now what is left? This 4m is multiplied by 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. So 20. Next, minus 2 times 2m square is minus 4m square. Minus 2 times minus 6m, minus minus plus. So 2 times 6 is 12m. And then minus 2 times this 5 is minus 10. We are done with our multiplication. Now what is left? Start combining the like terms. Do we have any m4 term? M to the exponent 4 term? No, there is nothing. So let's write 6m4 as it is. Pick the m cube terms. Do we have m cube? Yes, negative 18m cube plus 8m cube, and that's it. So negative 18 plus 8 will give me negative 10m cube. Do we have any, let's pick this pen. Do we have m square? Yes, 15m square negative 24m square and negative 4m square. So it will give me minus, because negative 24, negative 4 is negative 8. Okay, so negative 24, negative 4 is negative 28 plus 15. It will give me negative 13. So it's negative 13m square. So now which terms are left? Now we are left with, okay, we have taken all these terms. Now we are left with 20m and plus 12m. So both are plus terms. So plus 20 plus 12 is plus 32m. And the last one is this minus 10. We do not have any other constant term. This is my answer. Let's take another question. Expand and simplify. If you look into the expressions, there are bunch of brackets, and if you look carefully, all these brackets are binomial, binomial. This is binomial, this is binomial, and this 4 is monomial. So there are many brackets which needs to get multiply, and then they needs to get added, and we will combine the like terms and we will simplify. So let's start multiplying. So let's solve this first one. 4x multiply by the second bracket 3x plus 4y, then minus 2y multiply by 3x plus 4y. So we are done with this part. Plus 4, and now this up after 4 we have two brackets, so we will pick 2x and we will multiply it with the second bracket. Then we will pick this negative y and we will multiply it with the second bracket, and because we have this 4 which is being multiplied by both the brackets, so I am putting this big bracket. Once I solve this big bracket expression, then I'll multiply everything with 4 outside. So let's start. 4 times 3, 12. 12x square, yx square, x to the exponent 1, x to the exponent 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Plus 4 times 4, 16, x, y. So x, y. Minus 2 times 3, 6, yx or xy. It's the same thing. You write xy or you write yx, it's the same thing. Minus, multiply this with this, minus 2 times 4 is minus 8, y to the exponent 1, y to the exponent 1, and this is minus 8y square. Plus 4, let's solve this big bracket. 2x times x, 2x square, y square, because 1 and 1 makes 2, minus 2 times 2x times 2y is 4xy, minus, what is the coefficient of y? It's that invisible 1. So minus 1y with x will give me minus yx, or you can write down xy, and then this, then minus y is multiplied with minus 2y. Minus minus positive. Always remember, 2 minus makes plus, 2 negatives make positive. So y times 2y is 2y square, and close the bracket. If I look carefully, this plus 16xy and minus 6xy, they're the like terms. So let's solve it here only. Plus 16 minus 6 is plus 10xy minus 8y square. And now plus 4. Okay, so it's, let's solve this here only. 4 times 2, 8. So 8x square. Okay, what is this? What is the coefficient of negative xy? Is it 1? So basically this and this term will be what? It will be negative 5xy. So 4 times this negative 5xy means the answer of this is negative 20xy. And in the last, 4 will get multiplied with this 2y square. So 8y square. I know there are many terms, but these type of expressions are really important in any exam. All right, so now our last task is to combine the like terms. So let's combine the like terms. Do we have any x square terms? Of course, 12x square and 8x square. So 12x square plus 8x square is 20x square. Do we have any xy term? Yes, 10xy and this negative 20xy. So plus 10 minus 20 will give me negative 10. So negative 10xy. And do we have any y square term? Yes, we do have y square term. Which one? Negative 8y square, positive 8y square. Okay, so negative 8 plus 8 minus 8 plus 8. Minus 8 plus 8 is 0. So in polynomials, when you have exactly same terms with the opposite sign, so negative 8y square plus 8y square give me 0. So we just cancel them, or we just write here 0. And even if you do not write here 0, that's it. The moment you cancel them, it means your task is done. So 20x square minus 10xy is our answer for this expression. Now, why don't you try? Take a pause for a few minutes and come back and check your answer with me. All right, let's do it together and you can check your answer with me. Again, it's a trinomial multiplication with the trinomial multiplication. So let's write m 2m minus 3m square minus 3n plus 2m square 2m minus 3m square minus 3n. So first I took m 2m square, 2m square. Now I'll take plus 4n and I'll multiply it with this. It is just now a distributive property. So let's multiply m with all the terms inside. So m times 2m is 2m square. How? M to the exponent 1, m to the exponent 1, and it becomes m square. M times minus 3m square is minus 3m cube. 2 plus 1, 3. And then m times negative 3n. It's m and n. So negative 3mn plus 2m square. Let's make it a little cleaner. All right. So 2m square with 2m is 4m cube. Why? Because there is 1. So 1 plus 2, 3. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. M square, m4. And then 2 times minus 3 is negative 6. And m square n. Plus, let's come out to this one. 4 times 2 is 8. So 8mn. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. And this is nm square. And then 4 times last term, negative 12 n square. So there are many m square, n square terms. So let's start combining. So first of all, do we have any m square term? Okay, do we have m square? No. So this is my 2m square. Do we have any? Okay, so I've taken this one. Do I have any m cube term? M cube, yeah. So minus 3m cube plus 4m cube. 4 minus 3 plus 1. So plus 1m cube. And even if you do not write this 1, it's the same thing because 1 is invisible in algebra. So we have taken these. Do we have any mn term? Let's check. Oh yeah, over here. So minus 3 plus 8 is 5mn. So we have taken this and this also. Let's come to m4. Do we have any m4? No. So let's write it like this. Let's take m square n. So I have taken this m square n. Oh yeah. So this term and this term are like term. This is m square n and this is n m square. They are same. M square n, or you write n m square. It's the same thing. You write n first, m square after, or m square first or n after. In any order you write it, but you carefully see m square, n, n. So they are like terms. So negative 6, negative 12 is negative 18 m square n. And my last term is this one, this one. So it's negative 12 n square. And this is our answer. All right. I hope polynomial multiplication is clear to you by now. So good luck with your studies. See you in the next video. Bye bye.